We are here in Ponchatoula, parked in a parking lot, waiting on Dylan and Tracy, and about to roll out to head to Clarksdale, Mississippi to do a paranormal investigation. Stay tuned.
So what do you guys know about Clarksdale?
We don't know nothing.
There's a little more to it than that.
What is it?
Well, it is a blues town, and before that, there's a lot of history, a lot of slave history. But that's where the famous Robert Johnson allegedly struck a deal with the devil to be a good guitar player. And so I'm not really sure of the timeline, but I think it's something to the effect of one Friday evening, he went to these crossroads, which we'll go to, struck a deal with the devil. Now, when he went, he couldn't play a lick of guitar. He had no musical talent whatsoever, not even one note. By that Sunday, he was a master guitar player best in the world.
Wow.
So he went from no guitar talent whatsoever to being an amazing guitar player, and nobody can explain it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be making a deal with the devil for nothing.
Well, you can make a deal for something.
No.
You're not going to make a deal with the devil to catch a ghost.
No.
Full body apparition.
No.
I thought you were going to.
No way, Jose.
Turn around. I'm not about it.
Oh, well,
All right, guys. So here we are on location in famous Clarksdale, Mississippi, at Morgan Freeman's restaurant. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can see that. Can you focus in on it? Yeah. Food looks great. Everything looks great, but there's a problem.
big problem.
We just finished our initial sort of walkthrough of the property, the former governor's mansion that we want to do the investigation. We've been talking about it for a couple of months. And I think for the first time, we're going to have to decline. And that's a pretty hard thing to do after driving 5+ hours. You know, this is the farthest we've ever driven for an investigation.
Yeah, and I feel bad because the family's all excited, but this is going to be too many people.
Well, that's the deal. I think there was a miscommunication relative to the amount of people that were going to be on property. And as you guys have known, and I don't know if any of you guys really kind of know what goes on behind the scenes, but one of the things that helps us get the evidence and really kind of take full advantage of a location is to be able to control the environment. Absolute silence. You can't have people walking around. So when you see Kenny or myself or both of us walking around doing a session, everyone else is sequestered, usually only about 3 or 4 people sitting in the room, the quiet room with the DVR system. This is going to be, I think, a total, including us, 13 people. And
13 to 15.
Well, plus 2 dogs, a cat. So there's just going to be too many variables. Kenny feels bad, and I feel bad too, because it seems like the family they're going to be disappointed that we're not going to spend the time there. But look, we've got 5 hours drive time. It takes about 2 hours to set up. This is a really big property. We've got DVRs to set up everywhere and all this.
Yeah, it's going to cost us a couple $100 just in gas.
No, we've already got a couple $100 invested in it just in travel time and whatever else. But here's the thing: is we're going to disappoint the family when we tell them, which we haven't told them yet. It's 20 minutes to 6. We've only been in town about an hour. But we're going to disappoint you guys even more if we just do this investigation just because we're here and our heart's not really in it. So, Kenny, I've never seen Kenny this uncomfortable. We're going to have to decline it, right?
Yeah, we got to decline it.
It's with a heavy heart. But what we are going to do is, since we're in blues country and we've got so much history and we're 80 miles away from Memphis, is we're going to do something else we haven't done before. We're going to create an opportunity. We're going to find a place. If you want to scan over and see, we've got our diligent researcher right now looking for locations to potentially investigate. So we're going to come up with an investigation on the fly, and we're going to make sure it's up to the standards of PSP. Deal?
Deal.
Deal.
Stay tuned.
All right, he's actually got me on speaker, so I was listening to you too. That actually, how's it going? By the way, have we ever spoken?
I don't know, but I look forward to meeting you. I mean, you guys are great. So.
Well, I appreciate that. I did want to voice a couple of concerns about the house we did the walkthrough just now.
Yeah.
With a heavy heart, I think I'm going to have to say I don't know if it's investigatable.
Okay.
I feel like there are too many variables that we can't control. You know, as far as audio goes, I mean, we're literally going to have a dozen people on property, 2 dogs, a cat, you know, maybe a little kid, and it's a family home. I understand that, but kind of the way we operate.
Get off the side, you know.
That's okay, but I mean, there are 3 dogs. I
think probably take the dogs outside too.
Well, here we are. We're at Morgan Freeman's restaurant, Ground Zero in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Originally, we came to investigate one location. We're kind of bummed out when we realized we weren't going to be able to. We came here for dinner, potentially some drinks. I struck up a conversation with one of the owners, and the owner, one of the managers, and the manager said, well, let me contact the owners who are partners with Morgan Freeman. Turns out they owned an abandoned hotel, the Alcazar Hotel, which is about 2.5 blocks from here. They've authorized us to do a full-blown investigation. I mean, literally, we put this thing together in 2 hours, and the history of this place is unbelievable. So we're gonna mosey our way over, and we're gonna start shooting, see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Is there any haunted claims in here?
Are we getting?
He said he wants to go up and check in, like, front, see what's going on.
Okay, you can go ahead and continue what you're saying.
I was serving. I had some fried green tomatoes. Oh God, I was like freaking out. This is 1-5.
This is where we stay in the night.
There, this looks really cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if this place ain't haunted.
Here you have a Jack and Jill bathroom here. Now the other room has its own bathroom in each room.
Do we care?
No,
Yep.
it works for me.
All right.
Just gonna come here to sleep.
What do you think?
Well, we're gonna just catch some sleaze.
Well, the thing is, we're not gonna sleep about 2. When's checkout?
That's the big question.
Whatever.
I think maybe 11 or 12. I don't know. I don't think they just press the issue of that.
Okay.
It's sometime 11 or 12, and you don't have to turn in anything, but you just check out of it.
Yeah, because we're gonna be up till like 2, 3 a.m.
And then we come in and out. We'll try.
Maybe.
But keep in mind, we can investigate all night. All right, Mr. Bill, you were telling us a little bit about, and you've told me several things about the building that I think are going to be pretty interesting. Specifically, a murder trial.
Well, you're going to the Alcazar Hotel here in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Back in 1955, a very famous murder trial took place just down the road, about 20 miles down the road, in a town with really no hotels, except enough rooms and a boarding house for the jury. It was the Emmett Till murder trial. It was a defining moment in the civil rights movement in all of the United States. In fact, Rosa Parks happened just after that, and those two events are what galvanized the civil rights movement in America. During that trial in 1955, the national and international media stayed in the building where you're going to be.
Wow.
There's a writer out there, he lives in Jackson now, named Bill Miner. He's probably close to 90 years old, and he's told me some stories about this building that are very interesting. There was a British guy in there who used to keep people up all night drinking whiskey, telling stories. And Tennessee Williams has set several of his plays and dramatic things in that building
We've
too.
read that.
So I've read about those, and I own that building with a guy from New York and a guy from California. And there are a lot of mysteries in there, and I'm sure some bodies you can find, and probably some
Apparition.
ghosts.
Well, I was trying to be
light on
I don't know where
Yeah.
you're going with it.
Well, that's where I'm going with it. Y'all are ghost hunters.
We are.
Well, there you're going to find them, I think. And I'd love to know where they are.
Paranormal investigators. Because to hunt implies to capture or to kill, so I try and...
Okay, the hunt. Well,
trying
it's
to- we're trying to-
abnormal, paranormal, subnormal, something not normal.
Something
right?
not normal.
Paranormal. Well, you're going to find some not normal stuff over there, I have a feeling, tonight. So I'm glad you're investigating this.
Did I thank you? Because if I haven't, sincerely, this is...
No,
this
I
is-
can't
it's
wait. I can't wait for the follow-up. Appreciate it.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Oh,
thank you.
it's going to be exciting.
Oh, get 'em.
Yes, sir. Seems to be the nicest guy, maybe that's ever owned a property we're investigating. And you're probably not going to be able to see it because you're going to get a little lens flare. But this place is huge.
Walking over to the haunted hotel here in Clarksdale, Mississippi. We're about to investigate right there at the hotel. Pretty big. Locked up with a key. A chain. should be just one that opens all. I probably got extra in there just because they're old.
Probably.
Yeah, I got this thing. Yeah, you can close it.
Light on, keep it on.
Alright, we have entered the hotel.
Alright, so here we are. It is 10:15. We're at the famous or infamous Alcazar Hotel. We've got 3 involuntary investigators with us. You want to give us your names? What is it?
Andrew Britt.
DJ.
Adam Britt.
All right, we got the Britt brothers and DJ. So, the basic premise, have you guys ever seen the show? You know anything about what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I was being such a punk about bringing too many people in here is because the only way we're going to catch anything on audio or video or even know what's going on is if at any given time, if we have to, we can be completely silent, just like this. Yeah, that's quiet. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
We're going to have audio running. We're going to have video running. Now, the basic premise, if you don't know, have you watched the shows before? All right. Is that you record, ask a series of questions, leave spaces between the questions, come back and review and listen with an elevated volume in those spaces between. And if you're in a hot enough space, you know, or location, which this seems like it's going to be, you'll pick up voices or screams or cries.
So is it cool that y'all are on TV and stuff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Is it okay? Is it all right if you're on the air?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frequency in the magnetic range that this will pick up. So if there's a ghost or there's some kind of something or energy around us, you're going to hear that, do that very thing. Try not to crap yourself, but it usually means good things are about to happen.
Good.
Yeah, that means you're going to hold one.
Don't be afraid.
Well, you don't. All right, let's see. All right, well, she's got the flashlight for you guys, so you can give it to one of them.
Okay.
We'll give this to.
All right, turn on.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Test.
Good. See them all the same direction. Can you hear my light?
Let's back this up a little bit. While they were testing the two-way radios, it seems as if somebody was trying to respond to us. Listen to this rough voice.
Test.
Good. See them all the same direction.
You got 2 hot cams going?
Yeah, we got 2 hot cams going.
All right, guys, come walk in front of the cameramen and women so that we can kind of get a feel for what we're going here. Now, what they've asked specifically is us to avoid the elevator areas. How about your personal?
I don't know if that's an animal or somebody walking outside, but they see that light on the bottom of the floor.
Okay.
It was just blocked out.
Come on through.
See that? See?
Oh, mercy.
Where did you bump into it or
Yeah,
something?
I must be cut there. All right. So watch out for the
Watch
ghost.
your step.
There's somebody push that in front of us.
I think this is where I'm gonna cut and go to commercials.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, moly.
These are old.
Here, is this the vault?
What the hell?
Oh, no, it's a cooler.
It's solid. Oh,
Dude,
that
it
is
is.
solid.
I gotta go in there.
We need bats.
No, but it's creepy as hell.
Is this an old refrigerator?
Yeah.
Wow. That thing looks freaky. You know, that's from the
It's quiet
50s.
in here.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't seen no ghost yet, though.
The stairs? Yes, it is. All right, guys, I'm gonna need y'all to be really careful up this staircase. This looks horrible. Holy cow.
It's concrete, though.
Look at that.
Let me go first.
Well, I mean, if you want, can you be to light your way?
You want to go first?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna be third.
You gonna be third?
I'm just worried about stuff getting me, like attacking me.
Well, then I'll take point. I don't care.
Look, I'm like,
If I fall, catch me.
All right, so this must be the radio station where the nation's first black disc jockey played. Pretty historical. But it looks like it, right? All the old records.
That's probably soundproof in there.
Yeah? Oh, well then we need to definitely do an EVP in there.
Place is big. Yeah.
Eventually we're gonna have to do Eventually we're gonna have to do just like a sit-down powwow and just kind of just go quiet for like 10 minutes.
There's some buckets we can sit on if they clean.
I think the floor's cleaner than those buckets.
Look, that's going down somewhere too.
Is anybody in here?
Somebody outside.
Outside? Kind of like some whispering or something.
Listen.
If you were gonna ask a person that you didn't think was dead or not, if you were gonna try and find out if they were here, don't think of them as dead or good or bad or anything like that. You know, what if think of it in terms of somebody's cousin or uncle or dad or mom. There's no gobbly-goobly, none of that stuff. It's always a little old lady over here. It's always a little kid. Never that. So that's the thing. We've been doing it for a long time. 3 layers of plaster. What the heck was that?
You heard that?
What?
Screaming. That's outside.
I think we need to get on the other side of the building.
What the hell is it?
Unless there's just somebody wailing and screaming outside.
Well, it is a party going on like a few buildings down.
What, continuously screaming? What the hell? Unless somebody's hurt.
That's screwed up.
Hello?
What's wrong? What'd you see?
Then I'm just looking at all these different rooms back here. It's like another room in there.
Oh, this is only a piece of the place.
We don't have to split up.
I keep hearing that humming.
I don't know.
Me too.
It's probably not paranormal because it wouldn't still be doing it probably. What'd you say?
I got a little bit of anxiety when I came off that last step. Feel it?
Yeah, I feel it. It's heavy, heavy.
So by now, whoever's in here knows we're in here. And we're going to give you the opportunity to communicate with us. You can touch one of us. You can speak to us. You can knock on the wall. If you want us to know you're here, do something right now. If you'll notice these devices that they're holding, they have green lights. If you were to go up to one of these lights, maybe we can't hear your voice or we can't see you, but these lights are designed to let us know that you're near. I said that we would leave if you made a sound, and I knew that it took a lot of energy for you to make that sound. Would you do it? Did you hear it? Let's go up.
I heard it.
It sounded like footsteps.
It was.
Something.
So this is the 3rd floor?
I lost count.
This is the 3rd floor, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we should ask somebody to slam a door. I want to hear doors slam. What? That was loud.
That was loud.
Stop. Is there someone on the other side of this door?
I heard it go.
I heard that too, but there's so much going
It
on.
was like a growl.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we were hearing the.
Holy moly.
What is it?
This ought to be fun.
Oh, that's how you get to the roof.
I tell you that DJ ain't going for this time.
I just got real nauseated.
What's over there?
This is room 400.
Let's do that, guys. Let's have a seat. Let's have a little quality time. Give it a shot. Anybody have any questions they want to ask?
Is there anybody here?
No, that's in the building.
That sounded like it was, huh?
Of course it was.
Downstairs.
Listen closely. I'm going to enhance the audio. It sounds like something just may have fell or something large shuffled downstairs. Listen closely.
Yeah, I
You
swear,
there?
I swear I feel like I'm about to puke.
Yep.
And I'm not even kidding.
I feel like that, but I didn't want to say
It happened when I was standing by the trash can because I almost threw up in it. Yep, it's the same room.
Oh my God. I could throw
Okay, so DJ, come see that before you go back in there. We just kind of took a walk, and she's a national investigator. She's very inquisitive. And we stopped it for a little bit. And what happened? What did you feel?
I just felt sick. It was some kind of wind was blowing in my ear. And there's no air in here. And I could hear it.
You could hear the wind blowing
I
in
could
here?
hear it.
You want to go back in there?
Let's try one more time.
You know, for a first-time investigator, for her to come back in the room that's affected her the most, I'm pretty impressed. All right, so I'm going to do this.
I don't have one on me.
Let's do something, guys. Let's have a seat. There's an app on the phone. We're going to do it. It's kind of goofy, but there's a way it can communicate with us in words.
Pretty much same thing as Spirit Box.
All right, so you want to sit down right here, kind of do a little powwow? All right, what I have in front of me is a machine or a device that's designed to help you communicate with us, because most of the time when you try and talk to us, we can't hear you. We heard a sound when we were upstairs.
What do you say?
Receive?
Receive.
I thought he said I see.
Let's
I thought
see.
you said I see you.
Rebecca?
Who's Rebecca?
Is your name Rebecca?
Nicholas.
Nicholas?
I mean, we should be maybe keeping a log of this.
Yeah. I was on recorder.
Is that the names of the people here?
You can hear.
Diane.
Diane. What's with all these names?
I know, that's weird.
I've never heard that many names in a row.
Guests.
Guests.
Wow. That gave me chills just now. I got it up the back of my neck. Hey, DJ. DJ. You alright?
What is that?
Huh? It's crazy. It ain't so. What is it?
Breathe.
Breathe.
Are you holding your breath over there, DJ? Are you?
Well, I've been watching her.
DJ, don't you freak me out. I am, Candy.
I've been watching.
I
I've been watching.
swear
her.
to you, I was just holding my
And she
breath.
don't look
And it
right.
said breathe.
Yeah. Now this is DJ over here.
It said breathe?
It said breathe.
Freaking out over
I got some chills.
So a second ago when we were in here, and my friend DJ and I were talking, trying to talk to you, you were breathing in her ear. Can you do that again? Breathe, right?
That's right.
Get close to her. Let her know that she's safe.
Something is blowing in my ear.
Left ear or right ear?
My right ear.
Are you kidding?
No.
No, she's got a flashlight in her hand, making that noise.
No. Oh, okay. Are you paying particular attention to her?
What is that?
Heard that.
Was that the phone?
There's somebody whispering.
That sounded like that.
I don't know, but I feel something on the right side of my cheek.
Come on, work harder.
Like spider web.
You have a chance to talk to us right now. You can interact with us. That's my stomach. Try harder.
Me.
This is the only room that I've been in of all the rooms where I feel like there's
Yeah,
I've had chills ever since.
If you want to say it like that, I haven't felt like that through the whole place until.
Yeah, I haven't felt it except for this room, and I think DJ will back us up on that one.
Yeah, she.
Right, Beb? You're not doing a whole lot of talking. Are you all right? You have anything to say right now?
No.
You feel like you should be talking for somebody else?
I just don't know why they messing with me.
All right. Well, let's try this. See the ball? Hello? I heard a female voice, but it didn't sound like it was outside.
I heard it too.
It might have been, but it would have had to have been right at that glass. I'm going to throw this ball into the darkness. Now, you mentioned playing a game. I doubt anyone's done this with you.
Shout.
That's what I'm doing. If I roll this out there, can you roll it back to me? You roll that ball back and we'll leave forever. What are you doing? I just saw my silhouette. There's impossible. There's no way it was my shadow.
Well, yeah, but what was that? You heard that noise?
I don't know what I heard.
It sounded like steel. Ding.
Make a noise. We're leaving. Do something. One of you. Now that had to be from a car. I'm going to walk to... Wait a minute. Let's see if it happens again. I saw a flash, and it wasn't right here. It was further back. So if there's a window...
You just saw that?
There it is again.
I can't see it.
Yeah, but if it flashed there, wouldn't it flash here as the car was going by?
Uh-oh. Hold on a minute.
Hang on, that's twice. Flash again. I see that's none of that. Hold on, let's see if it flashes. No. It never crossed a window and made a light on that door.
I heard the car pass and it didn't flash.
No.
So it wasn't the reflection.
It's something way further down. All right? Not flashing on that area.
I just heard something again when you said something.
There it is. It's flashing again.
What the hell? I can't see it.
What is it?
I can't see it through the camera.
Wait a minute. I gotta look away. I can see a light down there. Is that you? Trying to manifest yourself? We gave an honest effort. I can tell you this, that all the things that we were concerned about, with all the governor's mansion as far as contamination, all these other things, we were able to avoid every one of those things. And we found we found something pretty special. We also found out that, you know, the power of PSP. You know, people believed in us. They gave us, this is probably obviously a multi-million-dollar building.
Yeah.
It's dilapidated. This guy doesn't know anything about us. And he says, you know what? Take the keys. Here's my personal cell phone number. I mean, that's trust.
I like this town. I'm going to come back.
I like the town. We're going to come back. So, and who knows what tomorrow's going to bring?
That's right.
We've been bragging about you all night and all morning. We've taken a very few people on investigations with us just because we value our time. We don't want to waste their time, our fans' time, or, you know, any of that.
Right.
But you were a rock star. You didn't want to do anything, and then within about 10 minutes, you took point. You were going to the deepest, darkest, scariest corners.
I never experienced something like that before in my life, and I didn't get any sleep last night. I just stayed up.
Were you scared, or you just had energy in you? So were you anxiety ridden?
I would say it was anxiety. I wasn't scared.
You didn't seem scared last night.
I was nervous before I got there, but I became so curious to where I don't know. I mean, that's something you don't get a chance to experience.
Well, not everybody has the aptitude to do what we do. I've already talked to Mr. Bill. We're going to do a follow-up. We may do whatever else. You're going to be coming with us again?
Sure.
Because you did so good. Seriously, no. Would you mind?
No.
You were an absolute, complete pleasure to have with us.
And I was thinking I was going to be the one freaking out all over the place. But I'm going to tell you, when I was leaning up against that mattress, I honestly felt like I could not breathe. like I was not breathing at one moment. Remember, I kept telling you something when we was in the room alone, that room, and then I could tell you something is blowing in my ear, and it was just you and me there. And then when the room, everybody came in the room, I could hear it. I could hear it good blowing in my ear. And as I'm leaning up against the mattress, and you have the app on your phone, and I'm started hearing this. Well, I guess what we've been waiting to hear all night. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, and you know, I don't know if it was anxiety, but
it said what? It said
breathe.
Breathe.
Breathe was the one that applied
And
to
when
you.
you asked
She
me,
holding her breath.
was I holding my breath? I actually was.
Right.
I actually was. And that friend, then you have him on the other side. He kept saying he felt like something bad is behind him. You know, it was a lot going on, and it was so surreal. I didn't know
But you didn't run. You didn't
No.
scream. You didn't freak out.
No, I didn't.
Well, I'm not going to keep you much longer.
I
Thank you so
appreciate the
much.
experience.
We're going to be back as quickly as possible.
Okay.
This is a good town. You guys are such good folks.
Awesome people around here. Really
And I
nice
can't
people.
wait for y'all to come back. Make sure y'all come back and see us.
Check us out on Facebook, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you for watching the show.